Okay, I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook business page. So log into your Facebook account on the top right here, click on this little down arrow, go to create page. For now, there's a lot of different options to choose for what we're going to do, and this is something you can always change later, just so you know. But for what we're doing specifically for this ad, is you're going to click on brand or product. In category, you can just choose website. Under brand or product name, you can just put whatever domain name you're buying. So if you're buying, let's just say abcfundinggroup.com, just put in ABC Funding Group, right? So for now, I'm just going to put in small business services just for now. Get started, click on that. Actually, I already have that in here. Let's just say New York Funding. So again, just use your domain name, that's fine. It shouldn't give you an issue with that. So the next thing is setting everything up. We could just put an about, under about section, you could just put you know, we help small businesses grow by providing business funding. Something as simple as that. You can reword it, change it around, no big deal. That's that. You can hit save info. Next is profile picture. You know, we can we can help you out with that in terms of getting you an image, or you can try to find one, but we can just worry about that later. You can just skip this. Under add to favorites, just skip that. Preferred 8-page audiences, doesn't matter. You can just hit skip. And then that's pretty much it. Now for this banner here, where it says add a cover, we'll provide one for you that you can upload. That'll make it easy. And then again, this icon on the left here, the picture, we can provide one for you too. The only other things that what you want to start doing with this page is kind of write something. Everything's pertaining to business loans, you know, for the ads we're going to run. So that's what this page is for. This page is to promote, is to be the page for the business loan company, essentially. So when you put up your ad on Facebook, you have to attach it to a Facebook page. So people can click on the link to the Facebook page and see it, or they can go to the website. So in this case, what you want to do is you want to kind of keep this updated. So when you write something, again, you can just promote things, and again, we'll provide different ideas of to promote stuff, but it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you're providing business loans, so you can just say, you know, we offer business loans to any company of any size. Bad credit is okay. You know, something like no collateral. No collateral required, you know, and that's, you know, you could find an image on Google Images and put up an image that says something like, you know, a business loan application or something like that, you know. But again, these are things that we'll work with you on. But essentially, you just want to keep your page updated every so often. You can put in other things like go to about and photos and likes. I mean, you can kind of like put in, fill in some of the information under about. If for add a button here, you can put in learn more, which is somewhere around here. It's on the bottom. And then you can put in your website here. You can also put in, oh yeah, so another thing you do is you got to keep track of notifications. So what's going to happen is when you put up ads, people can comment on those ads. They can put up, you know, something negative about the ad or something positive about the ad. They can ask you questions. So these are things that you kind of want to stay on top of. So if you go into notifications, on the left here it says comments. So these are all the comments that kind of people are going to put on your ad. So you kind of just want to stay on top of this stuff, because obviously you don't want people saying bad things or negative things about it, and people just say crazy things on Facebook, I'm sure, as you've seen. So you can actually hide the ad, I'm sorry, the comment. So if someone posts a bad comment or a negative comment, or maybe it's a competitor and they're saying, hey, call me instead. What you want to do is you want to hide that person's comment so no one can see it. And that's why you kind of want to stay on top of this type of thing. And, you know, everything else is pretty standard Facebook stuff. If you really haven't ran a Facebook page before, then I would just click around and just see what's going on, what's here, what's going on. Obviously, you can like a page and do everything else that you can see. You can update it and do that sort of stuff. So the point of this video was just the starting point of getting the page created, getting everything kind of set up so you can post your ad. Because again, you have to do this first before you post an ad. So that's just it for now. And if you have any questions, just let us know. Okay, I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook business page. So log into your Facebook account on the top right here. Click on this little down arrow. Go to Create Page. Now there's a lot of different options to choose for what we're going to do. And this is something you can always change later, just so you know. But for what we're doing specifically for this ad, is you're going to click on brand or product. In category, you can just choose website. Under brand or product name, you can just put whatever domain name you're buying. So if you're buying, let's just say abcfundinggroup.com, just put in ABC Funding Group, right? So for now, I'm just going to put in small business services just for now. Get started. Click on that. Actually, I already have that in here. Let's just say New York Funding. So again, just use your domain name. That's fine. It shouldn't give you an issue with that. So the next thing is setting everything up. We could just put an about under about section. You could just put we help small businesses grow by providing business funding. Something as simple as that. You can reword it, change it around, no big deal. That's that. You can hit Save Info. Next is profile picture. We can help you out with that in terms of getting you an image, or you can try to find one, but we can just worry about that later. You can just skip this. Under add to favorites, just skip that. Preferred 8-page audiences doesn't matter. You can just hit skip. And then that's pretty much it. Now for this banner here, where it says add a cover, we'll provide one for you that you can upload. That'll make it easy. And then again, this icon on the left here, the picture, we can provide one for you too. The only other things that what you want to start doing with this page is kind of write something. Everything's pertaining to business loans, for the ads we're going to run. So that's what this page is for. This page is to be the page for the business loan company, essentially. So when you put up your ad on Facebook, you have to attach it to a Facebook page. So people can click on the link to the Facebook page and see it, or they can go to the website. So in this case, what you want to do is you want to kind of keep this updated. So when you write something, again, you can just promote things, and again, we'll provide different ideas to promote stuff, but it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you're providing business loans, so you can just say, we offer business loans to any company of any size. Bad credit is okay. Something like no collateral. No collateral required, and that's, you could find an image on Google Images and put up an image that says something like, a business loan application or something like that, But again, these are things that we'll work with you on. But essentially, you just want to keep your page updated every so often. You can put in other things like go to about and photos and likes. I mean, you can kind of like fill in some of the information under about. If for add a button here, you can put in learn more, which is somewhere around here. It's on the bottom, and then you can put in your website here. You can also put in. Oh yeah, so another thing you do is you got to keep track of notifications. So what's going to happen is when you put up ads, people can comment on those ads. They can put up something negative about the ad or something positive about the ad. They can ask you questions. So these are things that you kind of want to stay on top of. So if you go into notifications, on the left here it says comments. So these are all the comments that kind of people are going to put on your ad. So you kind of just want to stay on top of this stuff because obviously you don't want people saying bad things or negative things about it, and people just say crazy things on Facebook. I'm sure as you've seen. So you can actually hide the ad, I'm sorry, the comment. So if someone posts a bad comment or a negative comment, or maybe it's a competitor and they're saying, hey, call me instead. What you want to do is you want to hide that person's comment so no one can see it. And that's why you kind of want to stay on top of this type of thing. Um, and you know, everything else is pretty standard Facebook stuff. If you really haven't ran a Facebook page before, then I would just click around and just see what's going on, what's here, you know, what's going on. Obviously, you can like a page and do everything else that you can see. You can update it and do that sort of stuff. So the point of this video was just the starting point of getting the page created, getting everything kind of set up so you can post your ad. Because again, you have to do this first before you post an ad. So that's just it for now. And if you have any questions, just let us know. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create an audience. Now, an audience is the people you're going to target with your ad. So you can either go on Facebook and choose a demographic. Let's just say, you know, women between 35 and 45, for example, living in certain states, different backgrounds, different incomes. Maybe they're married, maybe they're not, maybe they have children, maybe they drive a certain car, right? All different types of demographics. That's one way to target your audience. The other way is to create an audience yourself. How you typically do that is this, you already have data. So let's just say, for example, we have leads, right? We generate leads already. So if I have 1,000 people that filled out my form on my website specifically for a business loan, I can take those 1,000 people, go to Facebook, and create an audience based on those 1,000 people. So when you upload those 1,000 people to Facebook, Facebook will take those people and say, all right, these 1,000 people have this demographic or these interests on Facebook, so I'm going to go find you 10 million other people that are very similar. It's called a lookalike audience. So let me just go through this. So when you go to create an audience, you have to click on the top left here and go to audience. That's going to bring you to this page. And then on the left here, you have create audience. So what you want to do is you want to create a custom audience, because what we're doing is we're going to upload the data. Now, when you create a custom audience, you can upload your own customer file, which is what I just explained with generating our own leads and uploading our own data here. You can actually do website traffic. So you can say, all right, everybody that comes to my website, I want to take that group of people just because they visited my website, and I want to create an audience based off those people. And then you can do engagement on Facebook, app activity, which if you're doing an app, that's great, which we don't do though. And you can do engagement on Facebook, but right now, the main thing that we do is we upload our own stuff. So click on customer file, and then what you do is you would choose a file to upload from your computer. You can always do import from MailChimp, which is a email marketing software, but in this case, we're just gonna do our own file. So you do upload file, and I just have to actually find a file here. So let me just say, there you go. So I'm going to take this file and upload it. And I'm not really going to go through with the whole thing. I just want to go through this part. So the next thing you do is you call it whatever you want. Typically, I like to do dates. So today is 9/26. I really don't have a meaning for this right now, so I'm just going to do a date. But you put a name on it. Maybe where the leads came from, or what kind of leads they are, how they're already filtered. So you can figure out the audience name to choose. You click next. It's gonna preview and map your identifiers, and then you just do upload and create. And then now Facebook's gonna do its thing. Now Facebook, if you look on the left here, it's creating that custom audience right now. Now what you could do now, based off that custom audience, you can create a lookalike audience. So a lookalike audience is basically saying I'm gonna make an audience that looks like the audience you uploaded, right? So I uploaded X amount of leads or X amount of people. Facebook is going to match them up to Facebook profiles, and then they're going to figure out their demographics and their likes and their interest on Facebook. And then now what you do is you say, all right, I want to create a lookalike audience. So when you click that, you have again your source name. Again, call it whatever you want, and then your country. You want to put in whatever state whatever country you're targeting. In this case, United States. Now, what you can also do in here, you can create one audience, right? And you can make it as big as you want. You just slide this thing to the right or left, and here's your number, 8.2 million. Actually, the biggest that this will go is 8.2 million. Or you can go lower or smaller, um, and bring this down to 1 million. The smallest it's going to be is on a number one. Now I could do show advanced options. Advanced options allows me to create multiple audiences, so you can create up to 6. So technically, right now, off that same file that I uploaded, I can now create 6 separate audiences on Facebook. And then what you want to do, if you do it that way, so you can make them all the same exact size. So if you go like this and put them all in a row, they'll be all 2 million. See, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. That means 1 through 6 will all be 2 million people each. Now you can go all the way to the right and do this. So let me explain what this means when you go right or left. When you go left, like I had it before, that's going to take the most relevant people. So as Facebook makes the audience bigger, the people on the right side, the people all the way at number 10 over here, these are the least relevant, and number 1 is the most relevant. So on the top it says, find new people on Facebook who are similar to your most valuable audience. That my most valuable audience is the people I uploaded. And then what you do is you can create as many or as little as you want. So as you create your ad, we sometimes we create more audiences, sometimes we create less. It just depends on what we're doing, but this is the different ways of doing it. So typically what we do is we do this, typically. And we create 6 audiences like this of 2 million each. All right. And then you create an audience, you click the button, and you see how they all appeared. They all say not ready. So what you have is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have your 6 audiences that we just created. They're all not ready yet. And then you have our custom audience right here. So you see where it says lookalike, 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 lookalike. So these are your 6 lookalike audiences that we just created. And the custom audience is the one that we uploaded. Now we're not going to do anything with that audience. That was just there just to create the lookalikes. So we upload the custom audience specifically just to make the 6 lookalike audiences. Or again, you can make 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 audiences. You can make as many as you want. So now the next step would be to create an ad based off your custom audience. And I'll do that in a different video. All right, thank you. I wanted to make a video to go into more detail on the Facebook pixel because Facebook recently made a change and this is going to make your life a little bit easier. Okay, so you're going to copy your Facebook pixel, put it in Notepad, all right, and you're going to compare it to this. It should look basically exactly like this, except your numbers are going to look different, okay, but everything else should look the same. All right, as long as you copy it from Facebook, you put it into Notepad, you should be fine. Now this section right here where it says track page view, all right, you're going to take this pixel right here and you're going to put it in your home page. The same exact location as you did it before. You're going to go to your home page and you're going to put it in the header section like I showed you in the last video. Okay, that's how you're going to do that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make a change. You're going to take the same exact pixel and you're going to make one change. Okay, I'm going to show that. I'm going to scroll up on this page here so you can see it. See where it says this section lead? It's right on the page view. So page view is still there and you're just adding lead to it. Okay. Now I'm going to put this code here on the training page so you can copy and paste it. All right. Now you're going to take this and you're going to put it right here under page view. And then you're going to take all this code right here and then you're going to put it on your pages that you did before, the pages that people land on after they fill out the form. Like I was saying in the last video, I have 3 of those pages. I don't know how many you have. It depends on which direction you're going to go, but you're going to take this. So the one with lead goes on the page after they fill out the form. The page the lead goes to after they fill out your form, that's where this goes. Okay? I'm going to scroll back down. And this one goes on your home page. Okay? So this only goes on one page with just page view. This only goes on one page. And then on top, this goes on all the pages that the lead goes to after they fill out the form. That could be 1, 2, 3, 4, as many as you want. Okay? So that's that. In this video, I am going to show you how to create a Facebook ad. And the first thing you need to do when you start creating an ad is to create a pixel, which I'll go through real quick. So what you're seeing is a Facebook account, and in this Facebook account is brand new. So as you can see, nothing's been set up. It's literally just brand new. I just did this so everything's from scratch, so it's going to look the same as it's going to look on yours. So you're going to click on this little down arrow. You're going to click on Create Ads. Next screen that's going to pop up, you're going to click on Increase Conversions on your website. Click that. Then you're going to have to name the ad. I typically like to put the date in here. Just when you create a lot of ads, it's helpful to remember what was going on where. But for now on, you can just type in business loan 9/20 or the date. Today's the 23rd. And then this is where you're going to create your time zone. So I'm in Eastern time zone, US dollar, United States, unless yours is different. Continue. And the first thing you have to do is create a pixel. So right here, you click Create Pixel, and you can call it whatever you want. You can leave it like that, and it's going to say Create Pixel. Now you want to say Install Pixel Now. When you do an email pixel code, it never works. Do Install Pixel Now, and what you do is you're going to click where it says Copy Code to Clipboard. Click that. Then you're going to log into WordPress. When you are on WordPress, you're going to go to Pages, and you're going to put the pixel in the page. But before you do that, I just want to make sure that you have the plugin installed. So click on Plugins and make sure that you have this plugin installed right here. Okay? As long as you have that one installed, you're good. Then you're going to go to Pages, and what you're going to do is you're going to put this on a page that people are going to land after they fill out the form. So somebody clicks on your Facebook ad, they come to your website, they fill out the form. After they fill out the form, you want them to go to a specific web page. Now, if you're doing everything the way that I'm doing it and the way that I'm showing you I do it, then there's going to be 3 different potential landing pages after they fill out the form. So they fill out the form, then there's 3 different pages that they can land on if you created this the way that I created it. If you're doing this differently, that's fine. Just know that you want to put the pixel on any page that they're going to go to after they fill out the form, because that tells Facebook that, hey, this is a conversion. Okay, this person converted on my website. So Facebook knows that, okay, if this person clicked on the Facebook ad and then they landed on this page where you're going to put the pixel, then Facebook says that's a conversion. And now Facebook can track your advertising better and help you get better people to your website that are going to turn into a lead. So that's the whole concept. So Facebook works a lot better when you do this correctly. So now when you do this my way, and if you're following my way, then there's 3 potential landing pages that they can land on after they fill out the form. So in this case, it's please finish form, thank you credit, and you are pre-approved. Now you can rename these whatever you want, right? I'm just showing you how I've done it, and these are the 3 pages. Now I'm going to click on one of them, and so I'm going to click on please finish form. And when either page you land on, either page you open, doesn't matter, just scroll down, okay, and there's going to be a section. that says add script / style to be added to the header of the page. This is where you're going to put your pixel. Okay, so you click in this little box and you right click on and you go to paste. Okay, and then your pixel is going to be here. All right, whatever you copied from Facebook goes in this section where it says this. Okay, then when you're done, you click the update button on the top right here and you're good to go. That updated this. All right, you do that for all 3 pages or any pages that somebody could potentially land on after they fill out the form. That's it. All right, so that's it for this step, and watch the next video. In this video, I'm going to create an ad based off of the audience that you created before. So you're going to be in your account ads manager page, which if you don't know how to get there, on the top left here, you click here, go to ads manager. And of course, to get here, if you're logged into your regular Facebook page, on the top right, you click on a little arrow, and then you go down to either create ads or manage ads. So if you're creating a new ad, you click create ad. And then what that's going to do is going to be bring you to a page that looks like this. So on this page, what we're going to do for this ad, now this whole entire thing is just going to be specific to these business loan ads. That's it. So we're going to do increased conversions on your website. This is so Facebook can actually track the conversions, which is really the best way to do an ad on Facebook as a whole. You call this whatever you want, do 926 business loans, that's fine. Hit continue, or pick a date and take business loans just so you know what's going on. On the top here, you're going to choose your conversion pixel. Now, for your conversion pixel, you should have 2 green ones. You should. If you have any problems with any of this, just let us know. But you should have 2 green ones. One should be view content, and the other one in your case should be lead. All right, let me just go back up. So you should have view content, that's one. The other one in your case should be lead, and it's closer to the bottom. Sorry, thing keeps scrolling. So now you want to choose the lead, all right, in your case. If you have a problem and this is not green, or none of them are green, or you really don't understand, just let us know. But typically, again, you should choose the lead. Now I'm going to choose this one because that's my lead one. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is you want to use an audience. Now, whether you hit the create new button here or the use a saved audience, it's basically, actually no. In this case, you want to do create new. So you click create new, and then right here where it says custom audiences, you're going to click this box, and there's going to be a drop down. And you see where it says lookalike audience? You can just click that, and this is going to be the audiences we created. So remember in the last video when we created the audience, I made them 926 was the date, and I said, there's 6 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are them. Now also remember when I said that they're going to be in order of relevance. So the ones, when you put all little circles to the left, they're more relevant. All the circles to the right, they're least relevant on how Facebook does it. So when you do when you look at your lookalike audience, if you did 6 of them, you should see 1%, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. So what we typically do when we do this is we take these 6 audiences and we create 6 separate ads. But it's only going to be a while. The first one's the hardest one to do. You put it all together, and then the rest ones will be a lot easier because you could just duplicate the ad. So I'll show you that after the fact. But for now, what you want to do is just choose any one of these 6, but I guess it's easier just to start with number 1. So choose the one that says lookalike US 1%. Click that, and then the only other things again, for this ad, the only other things you need to do is the age. We kind of like to keep it around 30 to like 55. You can always test out new things and try different stuff, but you can keep it there for now. And then it's United States should be here. If it's not, put United States here. And there are other things you could do to narrow down the audience, but because we're uploading our own audience, the only really thing we care about is really the age. And then on the right hand side, it'll tell you your audience details, right? So we create a custom audience. It was a lookalike US 1% with the name 926, locations United States, age 30 to 55, and your placements, which we're actually going to change this, then your potential reach is 1.7 million people for this ad. And then your estimated daily reach based on your budget is going to be whatever. So now we have all this stuff in here. We're going to scroll down. You don't have to do language, which technically you could if you just want to do English or if you're specifically going after somebody. You don't need to do any additional demographics, interests, or behaviors. This whole entire section we don't worry about. We'll worry about that doing other stuff. Then when you scroll down, you have placements. So you want to do edit placements. This is where Facebook is going to put the ad. The only one you want clicked is Facebook. You want to uncheck Audience Network and uncheck Instagram. We don't need that for this ad. Scroll down and you have your budget. If you want to make it easy, you can go down to $1 or you just do $10, whatever you want to do. And then Google, like it says here, you'll spend no more than $70 per week based on this budget. It might be $10.31 one day and $9.70 another, but at the end of the week, you're not going to spend more than 70. As you scroll down, you got your conversions, which is what we chose. So conversion, impressions, clicks to your website, daily unique reach, all that stuff. All we care about is the conversions, and that's it. Conversion window, you can leave it one day. Your bid amount, automatic is fine. You can do manual. It's you can spend a lot of money, or your ads just won't even be seen if you choose the wrong manual and you try to set your own target. So automatic's the easiest way to do it. When you get charged, Facebook always charges you based on your impressions, which is your CPM rate, cost per 1,000. That's what CPM is. So they're just going to charge you based on that, which you can't even change that anyway. And then, run ads all the time is fine. We don't really do scheduling for this. And standard is just show your ads throughout the day, which is totally fine. And that's recommended by them anyway. Ad set name, again, you can call this, put a date and whatever you want, and then continue. Carousel is when if you see an ads on Facebook, there's like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 ads. That's that, carousel. You have a single image where it's just one ad, or a video or a slideshow. Typically, we just do single image. But here, again, you got to think of this as your own business. You can be as creative as you want. You want to try new things, try new things. Always recommend that, right? If you want to go out and be creative with multiple images, and kind of some companies like to tell a story with their images, like if they're doing a car, or if it's a car company and they have different types of images for hitting different types of people, for example. You could be as creative as you want with this stuff. It's advertising, it's marketing. That's what the whole point. For this right now, it's single image is what we do, and then you're gonna have to upload your image here, because I'm sure you don't have any, but we have images for you. And then the browse library, if you already have images uploaded, then go click on browse library. If you need to upload images, then click upload and you upload them from your computer. If you're gonna upload your own images, just make sure they're 1200 by 628, and that's gonna be the best. But for me, I'm just gonna browse library, pick one, and it's gonna come up here. If there's a red X on this ad anywhere, a red X, then that means that you can't use it. And Facebook's telling you it's either the wrong size or something's wrong with it. When you scroll down more, now if you already create your Facebook page, you choose it here. Should be a little drop down box, just click that, choose your Facebook page. If you haven't created a Facebook page, you can actually click this plus sign right here and create one. But that was in a different video, creating a Facebook page. Put your website, I'm just going to call it abc.com for now. So whatever your website is, you put it there, so Facebook knows where to send people. Now the headline, as you change the headline and the text here, it's actually going to change here, and also you can also do the news feed description down here. But watch, as I change the headline, you see right here, this is going to change. So if I just change this to small business services, let's just say, it's going to change here. Your text for the ad, which is up here, your text for the ad, and we have more stuff for you. I'm just putting anything. You can say we can help any business of any size get funding. Bad credit, okay. Startup's okay. You can put your phone number, call us at, your phone number. You can put basically whatever you want here, essentially. There are certain words that Facebook doesn't like, especially when you put up financial ads like business loans and stuff like that. So one thing you kind of want to stay away from is really like the term business loans or loans. Sometimes they even give you a problem with bad credit okay, stuff like that. So if you ever have an issue and you try to put up an ad and they give you a problem and they give you like a warning or an error sign, just let us know and we'll get it fixed for you. So you put basically one of the text for the ad there, and then typically what I do is I just take this and I kind of like copy it for this section for your news feed link description. And here again, you can put just copy and paste it and leave it at that, or you can put more wording in. You're allowed to put more text down here, so whatever you want to put additional, just promoting this. Obviously, you want to get people to click on this ad, so got to be creative. That's fine. Another thing I like to put is click on image and fill out form. Kind of like just tell them what to do. For some reason, people go to comments of the ads and say, hey, what do I do? Or, contact me. So you kind of, just be more specific in what you want to do kind of does help. You can put your website here, whatever that is, put that here, and that will change right here. And then on the bottom is your pixel tracking. So this is the pixel that you chose before. It should be green. And then on the right side, Instagram should have an X to it, and Audience Network should have an X next to it. You're not going to put ads there. And if I scroll back up a little bit, you're going to see Facebook Feeds, desktop. This is what the ad looks like on a desktop. If you click on Facebook Feeds mobile, this is what it looks like on a mobile device. And same thing for the right column of Facebook when you're on a desktop. And that's basically it. And then the only other thing you have to do is order. And after you do that, if it's your first ad that you created, it's going to ask you for your billing information. So you got to put your credit card in. You technically can use PayPal, but I highly recommend using the credit card. And you also have to make sure that you do not use a credit card that's going to be maxed out, or it's not going to work, or you're going to have problems with it because that could get your account flagged and stuff like that. So you really want to run into problems with Facebook. So just make sure there's enough room on a credit card for whatever your budget is. They typically charge you when you're running a lot of ads like we do. They charge you every time you spend $750. Then they charge you. When you just starting out, they might charge you quicker, $50, $100, whatever. So just be careful, that you don't max out your credit card. You can put 2 credit cards in, have a backup. That's always recommended. So you can hit place order, and then this is what's going to happen. Let me just go back to my ads manager. So I'm not going to do it, obviously. Hit place order. So you go through that. Now what happens is when you go back to your ads manager and you see all your ads, and you see campaign name and you see your last 7 days spent, this is your campaign section. This is your main screen. What you want to do, if it says like pending review or something like that, anything other than active, then let it go. Pending review, it'll take maybe minutes or hours or maybe in a day to get into the active mode. If they ever reject your ad for whatever reason, let us know and we'll figure it out. But that's pretty much that. So now that was your first ad that you created. If you ever want to create another ad that's exactly the same, okay, then what you do is this. You make sure you're under campaign, like I said, make sure this says campaign name. And again, if you're not sure that you're there, go to Ads Manager and click on Ads Manager. I'm sorry, click on this little area right here on top left next to the Facebook logo, and then click on Ads Manager. Then what you're going to do is you're going to click the checkbox next to the campaign name, and you're going to click Create Similar Campaign. So typically what we do is when we create those 6 lookalike audiences before, the 1 to 2%, 3 to 4%, when you create those, what we do is we create one ad going after each individual audience. So if you only want to spend $10 and you do one ad, that's fine. If you want to spend $60 and do 6 ads, that's even better. Obviously you're going to spend more money, you're going to make more money. So, but you got to make sure every single ad is working correctly and getting your price per lead down, because you don't want to spend too much money on one ad and not get any leads, right? So these is where you maintain everything, you keep track of it, see what's going on. So to create a duplicate ad, you do the checkbox, you click Create Similar Campaign. This is going to come up, and what you do is see where it says Ad Set, the middle one, you're going to click Edit. There's only one thing you need to do here is change your lookalike audience. Everything else is going to stay the same. Your budget's going to stay the same. Your image, your conversion pixel, your ad itself is going to stay. Everything's the same. The only thing you're going to do is change this lookalike audience. So where you see a lookalike audience that you had before is you're going to click Add Custom Audience. Click there. Right below it, remember these 6 audiences that we made that I put the date 9/26 next to. So what you do is you pick the next one. So the first one we did was US 1%. Now, because I didn't create our ad, mine doesn't say US 1%, right? Mine says something different because it's a different ad. But in yours should say US 1%, and then you're going to do 1 to 2%. And then you're going to go and delete or X out right here the old one. So now you should just have the 1 to 2%. And then that's it. That's all you need to do. And then you hit save and continue, and then that ad will get created. And then you just rinse and repeat and do that for all 6 ads. And if you want, whatever your budget is, $10 an ad, you do that. So that's it. So that's how you create an ad. All right. Let us know if you have any problems.